So, welcome back to Astroboden. So, last time I talked about doing the Flaming Star Nebula. Now, that was a target that I didn't actually know about. I don't think I've seen any pictures until I browsed around in Stellarium and just tried to find nice, larger nebulas and targets to shoot with the Equinox 500mm focal length scope. And yeah, so I found it and I thought, well, let's take a look. But I just couldn't accept the fact that the Jellyfish turned out so bad when it was unfocused. So I did the poor decision of doing that one as well the same evening. Really bad decision. Anyway, so both of them are actually quite low altitude, so they quickly go down far too low, and you had like water vapor or something in the atmosphere, so it was just too messy. And well, anyway, let's just go and take a look at what I got out of the Jellyfish Nebula. Yeah, so it's IC444, and here in Stellarium, if you look, you can enter your equipment that you have, and you can so you can see your whole optical field of view. You can enter your sensor size, get that in, and I have also entered in the off-axis guider here, so I can see the pickup area for the off-axis guider and the size of the prism. So I can actually plan my evening by making sure that I'll frame it in so I get the guide star in there, that I have the target framed as I want, or with the limitation I have for the equipment, orientation of the imager, main imaging camera in the off-axis guider, etc. Yeah, so, but anyway, in here we can then see the Jellyfish, and we can also see Star Propus, Telyat, another little Y group of stars here, Y-shaped group of stars. Yeah, so let's take a look on what the cat dragged in. Yes. There. Yes. See all these streaks of, oh, that's just horrible. Yeah. The point of it, the whole point is that you can actually see structure in the nebula here. You can see the structure in the plume coming out here. Also coloration from something here around Telyat. You see the colors in the Y-shaped group of stars. Yeah, so very promising target for next season. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. But moving on, main target was the Flaming Star Nebula. Yeah, so let's go into Stellarium and move over to it, see how it's framed in. So the Jellyfish was in Gemini constellation, and this is in Auriga, something like that. Auriga. Yes, and here it is. So you have the Flaming Star main structure up here, but it's coming down like a plume here. You have a group of stars here in the center of how I framed it in, and you have some other nebulosity here. Yes, so let's take a look at what I got. Yes, very basic, very not processed a whole lot in PixInsight. Yes, but you do see the Flaming Star here. You see the plume coming down. You have nice colors on the stars here in the center, and you have this nebulosity here, and that's called the tadpoles. I didn't know what that was until I had to look it up for this. And it's called the tadpoles because of these two guys coming in here. And that's like the pillars of creation. It's like dense gas where you have like stars forming and such. So yeah, that's quite cool. Although in my picture, you can't really make up a whole lot of it. And it's no contrast. It's not much. You can just faintly see it, but that's it. Yeah. So another reason for doing this properly again when autumn comes. You can also see here what I talked about last time, the strange artifacts, if you will call it that, in the stars here. You have like these three main spikes or whatever you want to call it in the halo around the stars, and then you have a fourth one coming up between them. Same orientation on all the stars really. And well, I just convinced it was for the off-axis guider, so we'll see what it looks like when the SET is on there. Yeah. I also stretched it to bits. Just to see the colors. So yeah, that's it. This is how it looks if you overstretch the whole thing way off the chart. But you do see colors, and we all love colors, yeah. You can also see something here, yeah, and that would be probably be, I guess, these two, the Spider Nebula and the Fly Nebula. You can actually get them in a frame together with the Pinwheel cluster or the Starfish cluster, unless you want to be greedy and do all of them. Yeah, that's it. Something to look forward to. At least we see that we can image the jellyfish with our equipment, and that we get nice colors and all that. Yeah. So next time I'm gonna take a look at the villains of the sky. Yes. Or the monsters of the sky. Yeah, there's a very political undertone here, maybe, if you will. So see you next time. I'll take a look at that, what that is. Yeah. Toodaloo.